So for today's PJPD, I want to go over the benefits of using Google Calendar to organize what you're doing for the day, for the week, so on and so forth. Everyone has access to Calendar, and you can find it in the little waffle. If you click on the waffle and choose Calendar, it'll bring you to this page. And this shows you the current week. This is what the week view looks like for me. If you look up in the upper part of the screen, you could change it to view it by day. If you have a lot going on, you can view it just for today. The week is what I'm on. You can also view it by month, by year. You can also just do a 5-day schedule. There are a lot of different options of how you want to view your calendar screen, but I like to do this view. Now, this is the current week, and you can see that some events are grayed out because they're in the past, and some of them are not. They're in the future. So, to make it seem a little bit clearer for you, I'm going to actually go ahead and advance to the next week by clicking on the arrow at the top of the screen. And this gives you an idea of what a week might look like in your calendar if you have multiple calendars. And you can notice just at first glance how I have all these different things color coded on my calendar. I have chosen different colors that I can remember. That's just easier for me to kind of know, is it something that's for me, for the school, so on and so forth. So, for example, my personal calendar, if you look on the left here, is blue. So all those events that are blue, I know that are just for me to for my personal reference. But all the ones that are red are the ones that are associated with AGR. And I chose red because that's a school color. I chose orange for AGR computer events. But I also have a brown calendar. That's a personal calendar that I share with my wife. And there's a black calendar, which is the AGR staff calendar only. Um, those are events those are the two AGR calendars, the red and the black, that are created, one for parents, one for staff. So you can see that my calendar is broken up into multiple colors. I even have a yellow calendar for Sabres games. You can actually browse different calendars of holidays and sports and even phases of the moon by clicking on the little dots here by add calendar and browsing calendars of interest. But I wanted to go over how to create an event. And when you want to do that in the new Google Calendar, you click on create. And you can see that it gives you a very basic box at first, just to basically put in the date and the time. And you can also then choose what calendar. But if you wanted to do an event that repeats, or if you wanted it to do for every other day, if you need to share it with somebody, anything where you need more than just these options, you can go ahead and click more options. There's another way to get to the screen. I'll go over that in a minute. But this is where you can add all those different things of repeating or adding a guest or adding any details. This is the screen where you'd want to do that. So if we go in and add a demo for next week, I'm going to go ahead and add it to next week on the 6th on Wednesday at 2:30. I'm just going to go ahead and hit save, and you'll see it appear right there. But if I made a mistake, if I wanted to add it to a different calendar or edit it, I can go ahead and click on that event. And when I click on that, little window that pops up gives you a pencil where you can edit it and come back and add another person or do whatever you need to do. So when you want to create an event, that's how you would do it. Click on that button and then enter in all the information that you can. You can see that some of my calendars that are listed here have check marks. That means that they are visible. And some of them are not checked, which means they are not visible. So this means I'm subscribed to these calendars, but I'm not necessarily seeing it. So if I wanted to unclutter my calendar to see certain calendars appear, I could, for example, turn off the AGR staff calendar and all those events disappear. But notice that I'm still subscribed. I didn't delete the calendar. I just kind of basically hid those events to make the other ones stand out. And I can always make it come back by simply clicking on the checkbox to make it come back. You'll see that other calendars that I have down here, these are ones that I have been invited to. So the A.G. Richardson staff calendar, the CCPS bloodborne pathogens, or even ones that I've added that are not mine that I own, like Faces of the Moon and that Sabres calendar. Those appear under other calendars, but these calendars that are my calendars are ones that I've created for me and I'm the owner or the admin of. You can have as many calendars as you'd like, and you can also subscribe to as many calendars as you'd like.